Filipe Luiz is one of the best left backs of all time, as he's won a Premier League and 2 Europa Leagues. And he has won a total of 22 trophies. But he's not just a legendary player. He's also a legend. He's also going to become a legendary manager. Filipe Luiz became the coach of Flamengo in 2024. He won his first title from Flamengo in the Copa do Brasil final against Atlético Mineiro. The next year, he went on to win the 2025 Copa Libertadores by defeating Palmeiras 1-0. He became the ninth person to win the trophy as a player and manager. On December 29th, 2024, he extended his contract with Flamengo. But on March 3rd, 2026, Flamengo announced that Luiz would no longer serve as head coach, even though he actually just won 8-0, they still fired him, which made no sense. But even though he got fired by Flamengo, he is now the new manager of AS Monaco. And he's going to start a dynasty. This team is going to be great because Filipe Luiz is the manager. But before we talk about how this team is going to be a dynasty, we need to talk about his tactics at Flamengo. So, as you can see here, when building up from the back, he has a 4-2-3-1. Basically, the important part is that the midfielders invert and form an attacking box. So, like the wingers, the wide midfielders invert and form this attacking box, like this of sorts. I'll show you in a sec. They form an attacking box basically with the attacker and the striker, like this attacking box you can see here. And the right back and left backs play almost like wing backs, coming all the way up. So yes, he also likes center backs. But let's go back to the defense for a second. He likes center backs and goalies who are good on the ball, are progressive and can carry it. As when he's playing from the back, he wants them to be good at playing from the back. And he wants wingers who are versatile, where they can be on the pitch and be inverted. So like Gerson and Alvaro will invert in, kind of play in the midfield too. And he wants an attacking midfielder that floats around the pitch, very creative. But he also wants to make sure this attacking midfielder, in this case, Apiceta, makes an attacking box here. And this is the attacking box with the number 9, the 2 wingers, and the number 10. Now, in possession, when they have it closer to the opponent's box, it's more of a 3-1-6 or a 3-1-4-2. So I'll show you basically. You have a center back coming up, a center back, and in this case it would be Jorginho, who's the more defensive-minded midfielder, making the back 3. You're going to have the 2 backs, the fullbacks. And so you have a 3, and then you have the midfielder here, 3-1, and then you got your 4, or you count this as a 6, basically 3-1-6, or a 3-1-4, and then you have a 2 where you have the 10 kind of coming up as well. Or the 10, or it's usually the inverted midfielder, but it could be like this too. So this is basically what it's like. Now Alvaro and Abicadas can switch, or it could be Gerson here, Plata, and this. But basically the wingers are inverting, and the 10 can either be more up as a second striker or here. It's very kind of free and versatile in that sense. But there's still an attacking box, and there's a triangle in the midfield. There's an attacking box here, so this is really important. Filipe Luiz loves this attacking box, and there is a triangle here within the midfield for the 8, the 7, the 10, or it can be, basically whatever side, so that works. And the fullbacks are being used out wide. They need to be good on the ball and be able to cross it. And one of the midfielders, in this case it's Jorginho, needs to be able to play center back. So those are important qualities. And also what's important here, they love to get the ball out here and then basically cross it in. So when they're more closer here, everyone just moves up. But it's still the same principle. It's still the same 3-1-6, basically, or 3-1-4-2, however you want to, however you see it. But yeah, there's still the center backs. They're all up. You still have the triangle here in the 4 box. So now, let's go back to the AS Monaco thing. So before any signings, basically this is the team. I have a lot of different people here, but I think Salisu, Kerr should start. Vanderson, Arteze. It really doesn't matter who you have. I'll take Pogba out, and But basically, this is the team, and it's gonna be the same. But we need to talk about who should be sold and who should be signed. So using his tactics, going to the defense, I think the goalkeeper Cone should be sold, as you can get a good market value for him, and Hadraki is a good second place goalie. And then I think you need to get Maduka Okoye. So we'll sell Cone and get Maduka Okoye, as he's a tall and can claim the ball really well in the air. He's a good shot stopper. And he has decent passing and long passing stats. So he's a great goalie for Filipe Luiz to have because he's good on the ball and he's a good shot stopper. So you want a goalie who can stop shots, obviously. And now for defense, I think you should keep Mawissa, as he's very young, very progressive, successful dribbler, and wins majority of the duels and aerial duels as well. And he loses the ball not a lot. He also really good at passing, but not really long passes, but that's not very essential in Felipe's system, and he can develop. Also, you should keep Salisu, as he's good at passing, successful dribbles, aerial duels, and normal duels. But he's not again, he's not so great with long balls, but that's not super important. And then you should also keep Keher, because he's great with long balls and successful passes, as well as good with creating chances and great with winning normal and aerial duels. And Otara, now going to the left back, he should be kept because he's good with creating chances, and he's great with winning. He's great at creating chances, but he can't really contribute that great defensively. But he's good attacking wise, and as the left backs are kind of used as like wing backs, he'll be all right there. Now, Vanderson, he's a great defensive option. I'm going to Vanderson. And he is all right at creating chances, but nothing special. But I still think you should keep him. I think you should keep Teze, as he's great defensively and great attacking-wise, with good expected assists, successful passes, and long passes. Now, I think for people we should sell Enrique, because he is 28 and he's getting a bit older. I know he's in his prime, but he's not really good for his prime. And sell him because Filipe Luiz likes left backs who can be used out wide and create chances and cross balls into the box. And Enrique cannot do that, as he has very low successful cross rate. He does not create good chances. And I still think AS Monaco is going to need to sell him to get someone better, basically. And you can get around $50 million for him. I also think you should sell Eric Dyer, because he's getting old. No point of him being in the team anymore. Sell him for $10 million. Now, who you should sign? I think Filipe Luiz should sign Charlie Cresswell, because you need more center backs defensively. Now you have basically four center backs. That's good for no Europe. 4 center backs is good, and Cresswell is good because he can be a starter or a great competition. He's great with creating chances and accurate long balls. He's a good progressive player, and he is good on the pitch, which is the most important reason why Filipe Luiz should sign him. And I also think he should sign Juan Miranda from Bologna. He's good with passing the ball, great with creating chances, and great crosses. And Felipe wants a fullback who's good on the ball and create chances. So that's why he fits well. You can get him for $12 million. Juan Miranda is a left back from the Serie A. He plays regular game time. He's good. And now let's move to the midfield on who we should keep. We need to keep Zakaria. He's the captain. He's great defensively. He can also play as a center back, which fits perfectly when the team has possession upfield. That fits great into his team. You should also keep Alajid Bamba, because he's 19, so he has a lot of potential. You can develop him really well. He's good at dribbling, good defensively. He's also good at creating chances, so he can be a defensive midfielder or more of an 8, which fits perfect to Filipe Luiz's system. He's very versatile in the midfield, which is good. And also, you need to keep Lamine Camara, as he's the best midfielder on the team. He's a great passer, chance creator, good at crossing, and great long balls. He's also good at winning duels, so he's usually an 8, but he can also play as a 6, which fits perfectly into Luiz's system. Kamara is a box crusher as well, and that's exactly what Filipe Luiz wants out of the 8, so he can score all the chances. And I think also Koulibaly should be kept, as he's a great backup to Kamara. Nothing special about his game, but he's a solid backup option. Now, also, I think Stanis Adumbo should be kept, as he's young, and he hasn't really, been given a chance to play for AS Monaco because of his injury, so he should be kept. And, be developed. Now, to sell in the midfield, I think Golovin needs to be sold. He's an attacking midfielder. He is 30 now. He's getting old. You can get around 15 million for him, and he doesn't have anything special about his game. So you can definitely find a younger, better player. And that player, I think, should be Harvey Elliott. Yes, Harvey Elliott should be signed because he's a good attacking midfielder who likes to operate in the right half space, which works well considering Ansu Fati likes to operate in the left half space. So Fati could also play as the attacking midfielder. So Elliott and Fati are good options to play in the attacking midfielder role. And Harvey Elliott can also be very versatile. He can also go in the left half space too. So he's a very versatile attacking playmaker, which fits perfect into Luiz's system. And you can sign him for around 18 million. Now, also, I think AS Monaco going to the attackers real quick. To keep, you need to keep Ansu Fati. AS Monaco just signed him already, so he's already kept. So we don't need to talk about why he should be kept, basically. But Alacuche should be kept, as he's basically just the best attacker on the team, other than Balogun, basically. Or you could say Balogun's a bit worse, whatever. But he's inverted. He's basically the best player in Monaco, so should be kept. Balogun needs to be kept. Again, he's a great striker, scored a bajillion of goals. You need to keep Burner because he's a young backup striker option that could be pretty good. And you need to sell Minamino as he's getting older now. He's getting injured. He scores all right, but nothing special about him. Cash in, get around 12 million. I think you also need to sell Kepin Diatta because he's 27. He only had 1 assist in the league, 0 goals. That's not good at all. You can sell him for around 7 million. And you can sell Beereth as he's not as good. And you can get around 50 million for him, which is pretty good considering he only scored 3 goals. So, yeah. And now to sign for the attacking options, as we sold these players, they're not going to be able to get Simon Adingra because he's out on loan. So he's leaving. I think you should sign Jonas Taha from Groningen for 7 million. He's a young, great squad player. He's great at passing and long balls. He will track back, and he also can be inverted and play as a right midfielder, winger, and attacking midfielder. He's versatile, and he can play as a striker and on the left as well. So that's why Yunis Taha is pretty good for AS Monaco. Now, another player they should sign, I think, is Basi Sakayoko. He's a striker, so he's a good backup striker. He can also play as a right wing, left wing, and he has a good amount of goals and assists. He'll be a good backup attacking option, and is good at passing, and also keeps, working hard on defense as well. So Yunis Taha, going back to Yunis Taha, he's an attacking midfielder, by the way. He would fit perfect into the system. And also, I think Lewis Dobbin. Yes, if you guys remember, you guys might remember him. They should sign Lewis Dobbin from Aston Villa. He can play as a striker and a left winger. He's a great versatile option. He scored a lot of goals in the championship. He'll fit perfect into the system. And also, Pogba needs to be sold, I think, because he's just old, getting up there. He should be sold. So now let's go over the starting 11, basically. I think the starting 11 will be, once we fix everything, I think, honestly, Charlie Cresswell and Salisu will probably start. Mawissa and Keher will be great backup options. You put Han Miranda starting. You can put Vanderson starting. Teze's a back. Honestly, put Teze starting. Alacuche. I think Balogun will still start. Paris will definitely be off. Fati, Yunis Taha, they can both be there. Aduma won't be starting. I think you have Lamine Camara and Zakaria. And then you could argue Lewis Dobbin could be on the left or but Beereth will also be sold. So this is basically the starting team. Yunis Taha or Elliott. We'll just say for this case it'll be Elliott, and we'll say Fati. So we'll put them off. This is the starting 11. Now this is what they'll look like in possession. In the back here a little bit, you're going to have... so this is the team, basically. This is the starting 11. And if they're building up from the back, which they do, let's say the goalie has it, you're going to have it like this. The center back's out here, out wide. You're going to have the fullbacks out wide. The midfielders coming down like this. The attacking box will be formed like this, basically, is the attacking box. Or it'll be, the box will be formed like this. But yes, this is how it'll be building out from the back. And then, let's say you're going up farther up the field. You'll have it more like this. And this. Zakaria will be playing here. Yeah, it'll be like this. And Kamara still plays kind of defensively. But this is what will be building up more from the back when they have it in midfield and stuff. You still have the triangle here and the attacking box. And this will work really well, I think, at AS Monaco. And I think this tactics will cause AS Monaco to be better than PSG will ever be. So, that is it for the video. Comment down below what other managers you think and other signings AS Monaco should do. And that is it. See you guys in the next one.